Hi there. So I'm working on the proton packs for this Eagle Moss Ecto-1 build, and these are pretty cool. These are this is complete, and this is the first time I've actually found, I don't know if I want to call it a flaw. Maybe it's something I'm just not getting, something I don't understand. But this is done, and there's not really any way to attach it. Look, in the movie it looks like it should go like that. And even in their books, it looks like it should kind of sit in there nice and tight. And you can see theirs are all clean. And I've weathered mine to look a little more like something that Spangler would have built out of old parts of stuff. But I'm not sure what I'm missing. There's nothing here. There's no instruction. It doesn't refer to anything on how to mount the gun. But I did find a way, and I'd like to show you my solution. This is how it ends up. And I think that works out pretty good. I think that looks like pretty true to the movie. And I'll show you what I did. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is get into this sucker. So I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take these screws back off. Carefully not to lose them. The first time I did this was a little scary, because if I messed it up, it's kind of an expensive fix. They'd probably send me the replacement parts if I asked nicely and paid them some more money. Okay. Oop. Dropping stuff. Okay. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is drill a hole right into here, because the solution, magnets. I found these magnets on Amazon. There's 300 of them. They're 2mm by 3mm. They're only a couple of bucks. So I bought some. It's just, see, they might even actually be too small, but they work out pretty good. So this part was the scariest part. The first thing I did was drill this hole. Try to get it kind of in the middle. I have to, you can see there's this lip in here where the back plate settles in, and we're going to be screwing or drilling the hole into this plate right here. I need to clear this so that the that black plate will still work out pretty good. I'm kind of guiding it with my finger, giving it just the slightest bit of pressure. As soon as it pops through, it bites pretty good. And that's it. See, now I got it. Oops. There we go. Now I got a nice clean hole right there. Okay. And the reason we do that is so that I can put the magnet in there and it recesses down in there enough that it doesn't stick out too much. But I gotta have something for the magnet to glue to. So, got this little piece of cardboard, black cardboard, nice and thin. It's a good mounting plate. And this I just robbed from some packing material for a VR toy that we got. And I'm just gonna roughly cut out a square. I haven't cut out one that fits the first time yet. Let's see how we did. Nope, that's going to work just fine. And you can see it's just sitting right down in there. Can't even see it. Okay. So now we got to glue it. And I'm going to get my tweezers out so I don't get glue all over my fingers. And I'm just using some standard thick AC glue. I got both thin and thick. And they both have their places. But the thin goes all over the place. The thick, I feel like I have a little bit more control. Don't need a tremendous amount. Okay, and I'm just going to put it right in there. Turn it over. And you see, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but I want to make sure that it clears that lip, and we're doing just fine. But I also need to make sure that the hole is completely covered. So I'm going to give a little bit of pressure. Okay, and I'm going to hit with a touch of accelerator. And that just makes it like a quick bond. And it's glued up good now. Okay. So then what we're going to do, we're going to pick out the magnets. And remember that opposite sides, or opposite polarity, matters in this case. So we don't want to put it in there so that it fights it and it pushes away. So I've got two magnets right here. It's really hard to see. Two magnets that are attached to each other. And in order to know what side to glue, I'm just going to mark the outsides. That side, that side. Okay. Now they're both marked with blue, and that'll be my glue side. So, park this one away. Okay, again, I'm going to put a little more cyanoacrylate. Super glue. Remember, got it marked. There's the blue side, so that goes down in the... Oops, it flipped over on me. There we go. Third time's a charm. Okay, and you can see that that sticks out just a hair. And that's all we want. Okay. So on the other side, I've got this nice screw hole all ready to go. And I'm going to fill this hole. Not fill it, but I'm going to put a pretty fair amount. Oops. Getting messy. Pretty fair amount in there. And again, that's the clear side. That's the blue. I'm going to drop the blue side down in there. And that just snaps right down to the screw because it's already metal. I'll clean up my mess a little bit. Apologize for pulling this away from the camera. Okay, and I'm going to hit it with the accelerator a little bit. Okay. So now I've got this one that's been baking for a while. It's already done. This one, it's also just like that. Okay, so we're not quite done yet. So now I can feel that it's wanting to grab, but it doesn't want to stick into place. And the reason for that is this board right here has got these rails. And they actually work out in our favor. Because what I'm going to do is sand down a couple of grooves for those to lock into place in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out where it's happy. I can feel that the magnet right now is biting. I'm pretty happy with that. And then what I'm going to do is take my X-Acto knife, score a little line. Then I've got this little, it's like an emery board or a little file from a model kit that my wife bought me because she loves me. Just going to very carefully, I'm guiding it with my fingernail. I'm going right up to the line, and this does take some time. So you can see, and I've already got a nice little groove in there. Okay. And then it's also gonna need the bottom shaved off just a tad. So it has something to lock into place as well. I don't know why this part ends up being harder than the other one. I don't know why that is. Maybe because it's right on the edge. And I'll probably continue to work on sanding this down for a few more minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, I can feel it biting. Yeah, it's biting. It doesn't want to fight me too much. I'll probably work on that a little bit more. But in the essence of getting this done, we're going to put it back together. So we just gotta, this tubing here is just a long spring. Okay. Whoever came up with the idea of a magnetic screwdriver, brilliant. There we go. As always, these types of things are a lot easier when you're not filming. Not that I'm ever used to doing any of this. But I came up with this fix, and honestly, I have no idea if I'm messing up something in the future. Whoa, dropped the screw. The Eagle Moss has planned. But so far, what I'm seeing is there isn't really a plan. Okay. And I'll do the rest of the screws later, but the other thing I wanted to show you is I did just take a tad acrylic paint. This is just simple black acrylic paint. Dab it on the magnet. On both sides. Boom. It's good enough for me. We'll let that dry. And in the end, I mean, you can barely see it, and what you do see just kind of looks like wear marks. And so I think that they would have just put them on like this, so that they could grab their gun and do some shooting. As long as they don't cross the streams, they're fine. That would be bad. Anyway, I made sure, and when I was weathering these, I did each one differently at different paces, so that they would each kind of have their own character and style. I think they turned out okay. Definitely look like they've been used. I'm pretty sure that these were put together from used pieces anyway. Egon seemed like he was kind of guy that saved stuff. Not sure he had anything brand spanking new in his shop. Alright, that's my fix. Let me know in the comments if you have better ideas, or if anyone came up with something better. Thank you.